Hey, how are you doing? I want to give you one solution if you're obsessed with something that corners to yourself to make you decide to do extreme behavior. So I can't make any unthinking remark in front of someone who is seriously worried if he or she decides to commit suicide. So I must be really careful about what I'm going to talk about from now. But I don't know about your situation, and probably my advice is pointless that will not dedicate itself to your mental solution. I want to just suggest my ideas here. So, having said that, that's not that difficult. My suggestion is like you just find and get something that makes yourself accept your existence value. So this is the thing that at least only you can understand its value, even if nobody takes notice of its value in the world. Anything is alright. So the first thing that you can easily come up with is like your hobby. So find something that you can love to do. But there is a certain condition in it. There is certain condition in it. It's not just hobby. It's not just hobby that makes you happy. So this has to be something that you can get a certain awareness that your behavior helps someone, even if you feel and find self-satisfaction from it. For example, you can devote yourself to something for someone else. So you just like pick up a garbage out of the street and clean up a street for people walking up and down there. So you may think why I have to do this, or you may think why I have to go to trouble of doing that kind of things that I can't get anything in return. So, the activity of helping someone is very important for those who lose appetite for their life. So this will be a great purpose of your life, that you can affirm yourself even if nobody feels anything about what you're doing on the street. So you can be aware that you can contribute to someone else, and it is even a very small thing, but you can find your place in the society. So the awareness that you're helpful and that you're useful to someone is very important to maintain your ego and sense of self. So anything is alright. Anything is alright. Whether or not you get something or you get money from it by doing that is not that important. So the most important thing that you have to pay attention to is like you realize that yourself is worth doing that thing that helps someone, at least in a society. This will help you bring back your confidence and your driving force to change something favorably. The fact that helping someone saves people may not convince those who seriously need someone's help because of falling into serious depression. Thinking concretely about the nature of human beings is designed to find delight and enhancement of existence value by helping someone as a member of a society. So we always want to know how useful and how helpful we are in a society that we belong to, because we are social animals. So you just face yourself and figure out what kind of emotion you have in your mind right now. So it may be really hard. But just investigate the cause of feeling that makes you want to commit suicide now. So I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that probably I will get on your nerve while I just presume your mental state. But I think you probably feel like I have no place where I'm allowed to belong to in a society because I'm useless. Because I don't reach the social standard, and I don't reach the standard that society at least demands from general people. I'm useless. because I can't control myself and I can't discipline myself as everyone can do around me, so that I quit and give up job very soon, and I can't keep working for a company for more than 2 weeks. So I'm a useless man. Because I lost job, I'm useless. Because I can't reach the ideal that I envision in my mind, I'm useless. No matter how many people highly evaluate me. So I'm useless. So no one accepts me, and there is no company that hires useless man like me or something. So I'm not sure the reason that you lose appetite for your life is contained in one of them. And of course, I can't decide. You have serious worries that have something to do with one of them. So I think you find something that makes you develop the feeling of inferiority in your mind from involvement of society. And you end up blaming yourself for weakness that is premised on your inferiority that makes you feel you are useless in a society. The more gap is made between your self-evaluation and social general standard, the more badly you compare yourself to others, and the more feeling of self-pity you bring in your mind. So because you firmly believe that you must satisfy the social, general standards as a member of society, you have a tremendous suffering in dilemma between the feeling that you want to somehow overcome this hardship and the feeling that you feel great stress while you adjust your standard to a social standard. So I think social standard to which you adjust yourself is as high as you can endure. At the moment that you decide committing suicide rather than finding the way out, I think. So it is not really natural that you try hard to get close to social common standard while you whip yourself to move forward from the feeling of, inferiority in a society. So even if you get your standard to reach the social standard, sooner or later you will end up falling into serious, depression. So it can't last long. So please don't be scared, and please have a courage to lower the standard that you are obsessed with satisfying. So you don't have to be smart. You don't have to be smart. And you don't have to expect yourself too much. And you don't have to care about someone else. And you don't have to forcibly adjust your standard to social standard. And it is no problem if you have so many things that you can't do. And it's no problem if you're not like others. You are what you are. And please aim for the place where you can behave yourself naturally. If you fall into depression and the feeling that you want to commit suicide almost controls your mind, please at least try something that you can help someone with your small ideas, with caring about how useful you are through your activities, right? Anything is alright. Just mowing grasses for neighbors, or cleaning up streets, or playing with kids, or watering plants on the streets. I guarantee you can find something from it.